welcome to Neophyte.tv, the technology show for the not-so-geeky. I'm Heather Driscoll.
And I'm Ben Friedman, and today on the show, how many times have you ever really wanted to combine the excitement and action of the old Wild West with the thrilling love of DSLR photography?
Always.
I know I am constantly looking for ways to marry those two experiences.
Who isn't?
Exactly. And Brando, the wonderful maker of all things weird from overseas, have put together this thing, which is a DSLR or a digital camera holster for your belt. For your camera and your belt. To become as one. Let me give you a quick rundown here. You've got two pieces. This is the portion. It's a fairly sturdy sort of plasticky bit that fits on your belt. This part goes on the camera, and then you can now hook the camera into your belt, sort of cell phone. And then that screws into the base of your camera. Yeah. For instance, so here's my trusty Canon D90 here. You're going to screw this in like so.
It is fairly easy to use.
It certainly has a low learning curve. There's not many bits to it. But so I'm just going to tighten this
Always
up.
Nice.
Yeah. So there it is on the bottom of my D90. Now, Heather, talk for a moment while I...
While you try to attach
this to my belt.
Right. So the piece, this is about $15. And obviously my issue with it would be, am I willing to trust my $1,000 camera to a very small, very light $15 holster? That's kind of my issue with the piece in general. And then also it has two slots for you to thread your belt through. And you have to be wearing a certain size belt. So nothing any wider than, I mean, it's almost maybe 2 inches or more. So no wide belts, people.
All right. So as everyone can see here, I'm now wearing the wonderful holster here. Yeah. Okay. And what you do is you take your camera, and when you want to put it away, this slides down like that.
Attaches.
And boom. Check that out.
So you're ready for your duel now. Take 3 paces and then
Okay, I can now, I'm going, down, I'm using other cameras, I'm talking to people, and all of a sudden I see Lindsay Lohan on the street. Boom! I'm taking pictures.
You're ready to go. Paparazzi.
And then when I'm done, it's a very lethal weapon-y or Jack Bauer-like. This has to be put up just the right.
So do you feel that your camera is secure? Because that's my issue with this item. Do you feel that your camera is sturdy and secure? I mean, is that necessary?
Pull on that. Tell me, what do you think?
I'd rather not, but...
Okay, how did that feel?
It's okay.
That's not going to go anywhere.
No, it's not actually. Side to side, it's not. I think just in general, the piece itself feels so light that it worries me. I think just that sort of item, I wouldn't trust my camera to that. I would much rather have it in something around my neck or a bag.
When you sit down, it kind of grabs you a bit around the waist. Someone with less waist than I might not have that issue. But right now, when I sat down, that was a little uncomfortable. Well, that's an interesting experience. That is the big question I have. Some of these cameras are $500, but some of them are $5,000. Would you really want to put that on a $15?
I don't know. And then you kind of have the strap hanging down on the side if you have the strap on your camera, so that's hanging down the side of your...
That's good. Maybe a strap safety cord would be good. Like if you have the
strap
like woven around your belt, so that if that thing snaps off...
has a bungee cord, and then your camera is safe regardless.
It's safe regardless.
Genius. Write it up.
Fantastic. Yeah, you'll notice by the packaging, the very America-friendly packaging, one thing we always see on these Brando sort of products is it's sort of, Chinese first, I think. These guys are from...
This is imported.
Hong Kong. Definitely. A lot of stuff is made in China, and you can tell that with the wonderful instructions here, like screw joint part of camera belt on camera.
Which you did. It was not hard. It's certainly easy to use.
Fix the standard camera belt button with your waist belt. While using, insert the joint part of camera belt button into the stand of camera. Then you can hang up the camera on your waist belt.
All true. All of those things are true. So it's easy to use, but again, I think we're both in agreement that it's a bit flimsy to trust with your expensive camera.
Indeed. Yes. So there you go. That is the Brando waist belt camera belt button.
I give that 1 out of 5 lattes.
One out of 5 lattes for
just the one.
It's true. Over there, but you like the little stick in your pocket camera rather than the big heavy.
I do, but even if I would love to have a really nice flashy camera in case I needed to be a paparazzi.
Right. Anyway, so that's the Brando belt. Think of it what you will. It's another cool, innovative product from our good friends at Brando, and we've got another section coming up right after this. So please, stay tuned. And we're back, and in the second spotlight today, we're taking a look at this, which is the BravoPro Xi2, and it is a DVD duplicating system. And I have to tell you, I've got actually one of the smaller ones of these. I bought it years ago when it was still really expensive to ship out DVDs.
They were.
Yeah, but nowadays it's become, first of all,
all computers
now have a DVD burner in them.
Yep.
And you can buy a DVD printer for about 99 bucks.
Right.
At the same time, it's gotten really cheap to send out DVDs.
Have them produced.
Yeah, you can go out and produce like 1,000 DVDs for about 500 bucks.
True.
It is very, 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 very cheap now. So like 50 cents a DVD to get something produced.
Right.
But if you happen to fall into a category of someone who needs to do like more than 10 but less than 100 different kinds of DVDs a lot, this is a great solution. Like if you're a wedding videographer or a school video person or a photographer who takes pictures and puts them out and you need like 10 or 15, 20 copies or 50 or 60 copies, this is great.
It's cost effective that way.
Yeah, because you set it once and you walk away and you come back in a few hours and all your DVDs
it's ready to go.
done.
So show me how it works.
Okay, so and they put a nice blue light in here to give it that kind of cool vibe.
It is.
Yeah.
Space age.
Right, and you see the little robot jumping back and forth. I, for one, by the way, welcome our robot overlords. So when the robots take over the planet,
you're cool with it.
This guy's going to be giving you your orders. This guy's going to be telling you what to do.
All right.
Basically, you put a stack of DVDs in here, and this one's empty, and the robot will pick up a DVD, pull it over here to one of these DVD trays, and there's 2 DVD trays on here, one on the top, one on the bottom, so it'll do 2 at once.
Yep.
When it's done, it, again, lifts it out of there, drops it in the printer, prints on it, and then deposits it, eventually,
on the right.
deposits it right over here.
Okay.
So you start with a bunch of DVDs over here, and when you come back a couple hours later, you've got 50 DVDs over here, beautifully put together.
So what would be the first DVD that you'd copy?
Well, I don't know, so again, if you just need, let's say you've got a movie you want to copy or something, you only need one, so you might as well do it on your laptop. And again, if you're a band or someone like that, and you've got you want to make 1,000 of one DVD, you might as well send it out and get it done professionally. So this is really,
there's a small market for it, though.
Yeah. So, for instance, while we were reviewing this, I was asked to videotape my second grader's musical that she had, and so I videotaped it, and I put it up on the web. But I got about 20 calls the next day from people saying,
"Can I have a copy?"
Well, yeah, my grandparent doesn't on the web. She doesn't use the web or anything like that. So what can we do for her? Can we get a DVD? So I didn't want to sit with my computer swapping out 20 DVDs. So I said,
"It's perfect.
Bravo, it's perfect." I put it in once on my computer, on DVD, burned it once, and just told make 20 copies of that.
And how long did that take?
Like short. Well, first of all, the musical was only about 20 minutes long, so it's a fairly short.
But still
DVD.
good. It's still good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it was great. It was Rent. It's a horrible, depressing story of AIDS and all that kind of stuff. A little deep for second graders.
That is.
Yeah, I was surprised myself, but at least it wasn't like the vagina monologues or something like that.
No, then you'd be worried, wouldn't you?
That was the 4th grade one.
Okay.
Anyway.
But
thank you. I'll be here all week, unfortunately. So, basically, yeah, this is a great way to do that. It took like an hour to do all
okay.
of them. Oh, yeah,
that's quick, actually.
Oh, yeah. It does 2 of them at a time, and it burns like 8 times speed.
That's quick.
Now, the only problem with this is that the unit is $3,000. They have less expensive ones that only have 1 drive and don't do 50.
So are you paying for the ease or how fast this works, or what's?
I think
why is this $3,000?
It's relieving you of that manual labor of swapping out discs.
Okay.
Okay, you got to swap out a disc, you got to print a disc. So you got to, if you don't have one of these and you want to do 5 or 10 discs or 20 or 50 discs, you've got to
manually
be in front of your computer the whole time.
So you're paying for the R2D2 man inside to complete this project.
That's right. There's a little guy inside here. That's just a little hamster in the back that pulls out the
on the wheel
over there. Yeah.
Okay. So that's
SPCA, if it catches up with you, you're in trouble.
So that's why this one is quite a bit more than others. Okay.
Other ones, you know, other duplicators, you have to do all that stuff by hand. The printer that's $99 does one at a time.
Right.
And you have to flip discs every time.
Okay.
But if you're only doing one or two, that's $99 compared to $3,000.
Right. So no need. So it is a smaller market, or a smaller demographic of people that would need this, but for them it would be extremely useful, I think.
Indeed, yeah. It's extremely useful if you've got if you are needing to duplicate, say, 10 to 100 DVDs often.
Okay.
Yeah, and you need it done quickly. So that is the Primera BravoPro Xi2. That's all the time we have for this week. But please send us a comment. Let us know what you think. Go to www.neo-fight.tv. That's the place where you can also sign up for iTunes.
Perfect.
And you can also go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/neophyte, and sign up to win some of the products that we review. Yeah. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. And if you happen to have an extra 30 seconds,
take a look at this.
if you need to make recordings of your computer screen, there's no better tool than Camtasia from TechSmith. In fact, you're watching a screen recording of this video right now.
Camtasia can record your screen, your webcam, and high-quality audio at the same time. It's perfect for training, presentations, podcasts, or any time you need to show what's going on your computer.
Camtasia is easy to use, but it's also extremely powerful. You can turn your screen recordings into high-quality polished video in no time and share them with the world.
And Camtasia is available for the Mac and PCs. If you need to make screen recordings to educate, train, or sell, there's no better tool than Camtasia from TechSmith.